I'm an average dude.
Hello, everyone. It's episode 5, podcast 5, Cinco. 5 golden rings. All right, so
Because it's the season.
It is the season.
The
It's the season to be jolly, man. 5.
I like it. Good job, Jan.
So,
who's your 5? We'll start there.
Let's go. Hey, my 5 is the best trash talker to ever walk the face of the earth. Played basketball.
Oh, I was 11.
2008 NBA champion, Olympic gold medal winner, MVP 2004, Defensive Player of the Year 2008, 15-time All-Star. No. Kevin Garnett, best trash talker that ever walked the earth.
Kevin Garnett.
That's the reason why I really picked him, because he just talks trash and he doesn't care who it is. It's awesome.
He was number 21 also, though. So you threw me with the 5.
The Celtics.
Celtic 5.
Right.
Celtic 5. Okay.
What about your guy?
Okay. Stepping up to the plate.
Okay.
3-time MVP, 13-time All-Star, 9 World Series, 2 batting titles, the one, the only. You have a guess? It's not Albert Pujols.
Oh, that's who I was going to guess.
It's not.
No?
No.
Okay.
But he is 5. That's weird.
He is 5.
Weird.
That's crazy. I looked up a bunch of 5s.
Oh, cheater.
And I had this before.
Okay.
But Jalen Rose was a 5.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, did you know that?
No, I forgot. I did. I forgot.
Albert Pujols was a 5.
Joe DiMaggio was my 5. Sorry, we would have lost
no
it. Joe DiMaggio, but you keep going about your 5s.
That's all the ones I really cared about, honestly.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's a lot of old guys that I didn't really know of. But
like
guess who number 1 was? The best number 5.
Kevin Garnett.
Joe DiMaggio.
Oh, yeah, of course. Joe DiMaggio.
Great pick, man.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate it. Go Yankees, right? Okay, but before we jump into our YouTube comments and our usual order of things, we have breaking news. Sports Center.
Yeah, you like that?
Only if they rep us.
I know.
Average Jews.
Hey, what's up,
Scott
ESPN?
Van Pelt, right? Put
What's
us
up,
on.
bud?
Westbrook was traded to the Washington Wizards for John Wall and a first-round pick. How do you feel about that? Just real quick.
I mean, I think it's a good trade for Houston. I think John Wall is going to be a good contribute, but who knows? I mean,
they're kind of
They're kind of the same player in a way. I think Westbrook is they're honestly exactly the same player.
Yeah.
And you get a first-round pick for it, so that's even better. So.
Okay, you don't think they shot Harden now also? I feel like they're trying to wipe the slate maybe.
Who would? They might.
Golden State has already called about Harden.
Oh, they did.
They have. So, I mean, they got Wiggins. Maybe they throw in 2 or 3 first-round picks.
They could maybe back the Oklahoma City with Westbrook, Kevin Durant, and Harden. How many championships they win? 0.
Well, I'm just saying. This is crazy. John Wall has one of the worst contracts in the NBA. So they're taking on a lot of money too. It's crazy. But yeah, worth noting. Wanted to start off. We dropped the breaking news here.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. You won't find it on ESPN until 30 minutes after we're recording this because we dropped it first.
We dropped it first. That's how we do things.
Yeah, our inside sources.
Hey, don't tell them who our sources are.
We're not going to tell you.
I'm not going to tell you guys that.
Previous week YouTube comments. Now we can jump into our normalcy. There were a lot of questions about a call-in segment. I think because we had Coach Snead on, people wanted to ask him. Maybe they had some questions stashed away. Jen, I gave you kind of this job title. What do you feel like about a call-in segment?
I think it'd be cool. I think it's cool, and I think I like to call in the face-to-face or I guess voice-to-voice interaction. And we came up with a game that we want to do is that Are You Smarter Than the Average Dude? It's a little trivia game with sports. And
coming in later
in the show, we that's what we did. So you guys will see it. But I think it's a cool little segment if we can get it going and get more people involved in it, and not just for the trivia too, but also for you guys to give us feedback or just tell us what you guys think and how you guys want to do things.
I think that's a great idea, and it does get other people in the show, and that's really what we're all about, coming together. But also, when we do have a guest on like that, if you're following our Instagram page, the week leading up to us having a guest, we were dropping stuff like, have any questions for Coach Snead? This or that. That's the perfect time for you to be like, hey, here's what I want to know from Coach Snead.
Right.
Or pretty soon next week we're going to have another guest on.
Yes, we're going to have another guest on.
So you want to drop it so they know who
So we're going to have X tight end of East High, Bakersfield legend.
Not only that, he was Carr's tight end.
He was Carr's tight end for probably maybe 2 games.
A hot minute.
Yes, a hot minute. The famously known as Ryan James Skidmore.
His middle name's James. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I just dropped a bombshell on everybody.
Hi, Ryan
And
James.
so Ryan Skidmore will be here next week. So
we'll get him a booster seat so you can see him, because
If you
usually
guys
he's
have-
like this tall.
If you guys have any questions or you guys want to get on a live chat with him, get
Yeah.
on it. Get on it.
We'll end up posting that stuff, so just be on the lookout on Instagram. Let us know what questions you want to ask Skidmore, because we'd love to get you guys' questions answered too.
There we go.
Also on the YouTube comments, tracking back to your last episode where you said your most underrated receiver was Gallup.
Mhm.
Mina was not happy about that because she has him on fantasy. And she's like, Jan, what? Like right when we were listening to it, right? She's like, what? Gallup sucks. Like right away, I'm going to write to Jan. And
Yeah, I saw that. And the question was, who's the underrated player? Not the best player during, not the
not
player
who's doing
doing
those
well in
stats.
fantasy. That wasn't the question. So
Did you just call my wife
maybe
dumb?
next
You call her
time,
an
maybe
idiot?
next time, ask the average dude to say, hey, before I send this, should I check out what I really was what I was supposed to really hear? But hey, it's okay. I
Maybe make me a
understand.
sandwich and I'll give you that answer.
Exactly. You know,
That's
give a
sexist.
give. You know,
Sorry.
and
I love you.
all we do is take here. All right, that's all we do. So maybe next time. I'm not mad at it. You know, it is what it is.
It's not bad. It is what it is.
She didn't know what she was talking about. It's normal. But
Women, am I right?
yeah, those little ladies.
Oh, that gosh darn wife of mine. Oh, gee whiz.
And honestly, I think Gallup is underrated. I think he's number 1 receiver on many teams, and I think he's just as good as Juju. And Juju's supposed to be the number 1 receiver in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and if he's not the number 1 receiver on a team, I think like anyone's second, like if that's your second receiver, you're like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So yeah, I think that's the point.
Yeah.
I think you hit it on the head.
Yeah. Still love you, Mina, but
You lucky, you cute.
next.
Levi wrote a paragraph, like literally, like, and this is every time he comments, like paragraph, paragraph, all good things. For me, he gets the Cousin of the Year award, although Bryce is in a close second because he bought a shirt. But I mean, Layla, Crit, Zachy, Nate, Nico, like we know you're on YouTube. Tune in. Like, what the heck's going on?
How hard is it?
How hard
it's
is it?
literally press the little arrow.
Laugh,
Press
enjoy
it.
the
All you
rest of
gotta
your
do is
night,
play. Yeah.
and then just that darn Kyle.
You know,
that
instead of
has
being
no mind.
like on Instagram at like 11 o'clock at night, why not be on YouTube watching the Average Dude podcast?
Be like
or
Levi.
listening to it.
Be like Levi. Better yourselves.
Hey, have you seen Levi lately?
No, did he get a haircut?
He needs a haircut
Well,
because I think he got a perm and he just don't want to tell nobody.
you got a perm?
I think he did.
I haven't seen him.
He'll hate me for saying that, but I think he got a perm.
Dang. Do you, Levi? Young. Oh, I'm gonna slap him.
Every time I hear that, dude,
Oh, I just want to like throw poop feces at them, like.
I just want to tell him to shut
Young. And then Billy does do yeah. Sorry.
It's like the What's Up commercial.
No, Levi's doing great. We can't trash Levi because Levi's showing love. Cousins, we could trash you guys. You guys all got to step up to Levi's level. That's all the YouTube comments. A down week. My mom didn't show up.
My mom didn't show
What
up.
the heck?
But yeah.
What the heck? You busy like catering to Allie and Billy right
Yeah,
now?
like woo, big woo.
Oh, well, what are they doing? Nothing. Sports general. Let's get to the sports stuff. We got some fun stuff like COVID-19 finally starting to like really hit the NFL.
Yeah.
49ers needed a new practice and playing facility for the next 3 weeks because Santa Clara County blocked it out for them on 3 weeks.
Yeah.
They're on their way to their They played the Rams? Yeah. On their way to the Rams game, and they heard that news. They didn't know anything about it until they got there.
Bombshell news right there. Hey, you can't practice or play here anymore. Good luck.
Find somewhere else to
Yeah.
live, you bum. Every quarterback on the Broncos was out, as you guys probably knew. That was fun.
Yep.
And then Ravens had 18 players on the COVID list. How do you feel about COVID hitting the NFL?
I think the team that got it the worst, like hit hard, like as difficult trying to do things like practice and all stuff. I think the 49ers, they can't even go back to their home field or home facilities and do things and practice and all that stuff. They have to figure out another location. So pretty much
They found
it's gonna happen to where they're gonna have to go out of California and do it.
Yeah,
That's what's gonna happen. And so they're in Arizona, like you said.
But real quick, a missed opportunity, Bakersfield College. We could have had the San Francisco or Santa Clara. I don't know what they're called anymore.
San Francisco.
We could have the 49ers playing at Memorial Stadium. That would have been awesome.
That would have been so.
You guys have this. We have the best junior college stadium in the world.
Exactly.
No one's playing in it.
Come on. So I think they got it the worst, honestly, because I think that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt pretty bad.
No more home field advantage.
Yeah, no more home field advantage, and you just don't have. I don't get to go home. I get to go home to my family, see my wife, and see my stuff. So I think they got it the worst. The Broncos not having a quarterback, who cares? They weren't going to win the game anyways.
Snap, hot take.
And I want to know something really funny though. I saw a comment. I thought it was hilarious. So I saw a post that said the Bucs versus the Saints, 38-3. Okay, Tom Brady, greatest quarterback ever to play. Well, that's funny because the Saints played versus the no quarterback Broncos, and the Broncos lost 31-3. So are the Buccaneers that good, or are the Saints just really, really, really good?
Or did they just play the Broncos? What? I don't understand.
So the Broncos had no quarterback.
Yes, I know that.
They lost to the Saints 31-3.
Okay.
The Buccaneers had Tom Brady, Super Bowl projected Bucs. Played the Saints. Saints beat them 38-3.
So you're asking if the Saints are really that good?
I'm asking. I think it's funny that how everyone was like the Broncos have no quarterback, blah blah blah. Well, the Bucs actually lost worse to the Saints with a quarterback.
Yeah, I think they just had an off game.
So I mean, I thought it was funny
and in that game, Drew Brees was still playing, right?
Yeah.
Like now we had no quarterback against no quarterback.
Right.
So pretty impressive. They still put up 30 because Taysom Hill at quarter. I think combined both quarterbacks threw for under 100 yards in the game.
Well, Taysom Hill's not a quarterback. He's a running back that can
sometimes throw the ball.
He's a running back like all receivers like Cole Beasley. He throws the ball every once in a while. So I thought that was pretty funny how someone said that. And then also the Ravens had COVID, 18 players on COVID lists. Lamar's out for weeks, and it is what it is. I think the Ravens should have forfeited their game. I don't know why we keep going forward and forward for it.
Okay, I agree. This was the dumbest thing that happened all week, right? The Broncos were just SOL. Again, figure it out. I try not to curse as much as I can. But the Broncos were just like, nah, you don't have a quarterback. It doesn't matter. You're playing. And the Ravens, they're like, hey, you don't have to play Thanksgiving. We'll move it to Sunday for you. Sunday's not enough time. We'll move it to Tuesday. Oh, Tuesday's not enough time.
Monday got in there too. Monday.
They might have. That's the crazy part.
Sunday to Wednesday.
The Broncos were just like, hey, sorry, bro, suit up. Play with a quarterback that's never played since high school.
I think now it's getting to the point where if you have more than 10 players on the COVID list, you have to forfeit your game. Or you play with a team that you have out there.
Well, let's be real. The Steelers just beat them tonight. Well, today in the weirdest game ever played. It was at like noon, and there was no energy.
Thursday.
But anyway, let's assume that maybe there's a COVID. There's maybe a guy infected on the field. Are the Steelers going to be like SOL next week because the Ravens didn't forfeit? Right. That's garbage.
I think they should forfeit.
They should have forfeited.
But hey, who are we?
We're just some average dudes. We don't make those decisions.
Yeah, we should.
We should, because obviously
the NFL would be a lot better.
You know? Pay-per-view, ding, ding, ding. Let's bring it in the fight. Tyson versus Jones boxing. Did you pay for it?
No.
Because you're not an idiot.
You want to know what I said?
Go ahead.
I'm going to say this. Two old dudes fight. I could watch that on YouTube all day, every day.
Yeah, you can just.
Why the hell would I care about? Why would I order that?
I called it the All About the Benjamins fight because these were two guys just trying to go in there and make some money. It had nothing to do with boxing.
No, it didn't.
If you paid for it, shame on you.
Yeah.
Like the undercard alone should have told you. It was a YouTuber and a 5'2" former basketball player. Like it wasn't real boxing.
It was literally a money thing.
It was a money grab, and like
I rather saw that fight than Tyson in the other fight.
I think maybe some people.
You know what fight I would have liked to saw if they were going to do it? Tyson versus Holyfield. Now that I might have paid.
Man, my man only has one ear left. Let him not climb in the.
It would have been time for Holyfield to bite Tyson's ear off.
The rules for this fight, though, like all you had to do too before you bought the fight is look at what you're buying. The rules for the fight were insane. There were no knockouts allowed. They weren't allowed to knock each other out. That's not boxing.
No. That's everyone wants to see Tyson do. Nobody wants to see him just hit each other in the chest.
People were on Facebook, people were on Instagram like, oh, I got Tyson on this. I'm betting on this person. Winner will not be – one of the rules were there would not be declared a winner. It was going to be a draw regardless. So I wanted to get on there and be like, all right, I bet you 20 it doesn't end like that because the rules said no one is allowed to win the fight.
Wow.
If a cut occurred, so if someone started bleeding, the fight was over.
Oh,
Those
man.
were 3 of the rules for a boxing match.
Why even fight?
Why even fight? Like
I said, I could watch this on
why
YouTube.
did you guys tune in? Like that's the crazy
I'd rather
part.
watch Kimbo Slice's YouTube videos
100%.
times, 100 times over and over and over again than watch that fight.
And how much did that cost?
$0.
Free 99. Come on, people. Don't buy into that. All right.
But it was actually kind of funny watching Nate Robinson get knocked out by his YouTube
Go to
guy.
sleep.
And then the YouTube guy tries to challenge Conor McGregor. Man,
because he knows it's another money scheme, right? Because he knows him and McGregor will get people to buy in. I'm not buying that fight either.
I'm not buying that fight, but I would love to see it happen if actually McGregor would actually knock him out.
I would have as much fun not watching the fight, but watching the stuff leading up to the fight that's free, like the trash talk,
yes,
the afterwards. Like we still got to see Nate Robinson asleep.
Yeah,
that was still posted.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't need to.
We all saw the highlights.
Exactly.
That's all we care
or
about.
The low lights.
But when he called out Conor McGregor, I was like, dude, come on.
I hope Conor McGregor just whoops his ass.
I hope he does, but
sorry. See, I do cuss sometimes. I try not to. This was a question posed to us on the Instagram. Who's the real GOAT of the NBA? This Instagram question was from Jaime Garcia.
Jaime.
I hope I'm pronouncing it Jaime or Jamie?
Jaime.
Okay.
That's the Spanish version of Jamie.
Jaime. Okay.
Jaime.
Okay. So Jaime Garcia wants to know who the real GOAT is of the NBA.
So the guy the guy I pick, pretty much everyone probably already knows it. It's Michael Jordan. 6-0 in the finals, won 6 championships in 15 years. Tougher era, if you ask me.
Tougher than who? All the other eras?
I think it's tougher than the era that everyone's debating on if LeBron James is in it.
Okay.
6-time final MVP. So every time he was in the finals, he was MVP.
I love that stance.
9-time all defensive player. All defensive team, sorry.
Probably overlooked, right? 9-time all
defensive
team. People probably know Jordan because of his highlights. Like,
right.
He was also
he's a lockdown. He kills and steals.
Kills and steals.
10-time scoring leader.
I like the rhyme.
3-time steal leader. So there's your defensive segment. And he averaged 30 points a game. I mean, the guy was.
And that was when they were scoring like 80, 90.
And that's when they were body checking you too if you're coming up to dunk and doing things. And that's just my personal opinion, who I think. It's probably everybody else's opinion, and you're not wrong.
We actually posted it on Instagram, and we're gonna have it on our YouTube. I think the results were something like 60% for Jordan and 40% for someone else.
Okay.
But the crazy part is that 60% stays with Jordan. That 40% someone else might have different spots. Like someone might say Bron, someone might say Shaq, someone might say some other. It splits up. So 60% is Jordan.
Right.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I mean, the guy was a baller.
He was absolutely for
Even
sure.
though he had yellow eyes. I want to know what's up with his eyes.
His yellow eyes?
Man, have you seen his eyes in that last what's that?
Last Dance show?
Yeah, the Last Dance.
He's probably a little.
What was that? Jaundice or something, bro.
Yeah, he's on that cigar smoke in his eyes. That's why it's yellow. You got any more MJ facts?
No,
he also had Space Jam. That should be noted.
Dude, Space Jam is the reason why he's the GOAT.
Not everyone gets a movie.
No. And a great movie.
Hey, I love LeBron.
He played basketball with Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
You don't get to do that on a regular
I love LeBron, but LeBron definitely forced the Space Jam too.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to come. And I'm going to watch it.
Well,
but
yeah,
I think he's a better actor than Jordan. But Jordan was the OG. His shoe, everything Jordan touched was gold.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I love it. And you're not wrong for thinking Jordan. Other people are not wrong for thinking Jordan. I know the debate is LeBron James and Michael Jordan. I think both of those are the wrong answer. And I don't think people are wrong. I think it's wrong, but it's not a standout GOAT. If you talk to who's the GOAT of the best receiver of all time, is Jerry Rice. Easy, right? He is 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 yards more than everyone else. 30 more touchdowns. He just trumps everyone in what he did. So basketball, there's not really one person to me who stands out. You could say Jordan, I'd be like, okay, cool. You could say LeBron. I think it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay.
And just some very famous names that have also said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Pat Riley, the Miami Heat coach who's been around forever, been involved in basketball forever. He's one of the people who said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the greatest basketball player to ever walk the earth. Isaiah Thomas, although he might have beef with Jordan.
Yeah, he definitely has beef with Jordan.
He definitely has beef with Jordan, and it's fair. But he could have picked LeBron. He could have picked other people.
Right.
And he still picked Kareem.
Well, I feel like he's an old school guy too. He's going to pick the old school guys.
Fair. And why I say Kareem, and I'm always like, all right, centers get the raw deal because they have to be fed the ball. Like, I feel like the greatest of all time is always going to come down to someone who has the ball in their hands. Jordan, LeBron, like Magic. They forget about Kareem. They forget about Shaq, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, because they have to be fed the ball.
Right.
But Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 6-time MVP. He's the only player to win the award in 2 different decades. So, like, he won the award in 1971 and 1980. Like, 9 years apart. But, I mean, 2 different decades. That's insane.
Yeah, that is wild.
You got to stay that good for that long.
Yeah.
Most valuable players. 10 finals appearances. So, not only, like, I get it. Jordan was 6 for 6.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But he didn't get there some other times.
Yeah, right.
I get it. He had the Pistons in the way. Early
he
on, he had the
had
Pistons.
to go against it.
Early on, he had the Celtics. He also lost a year or 2 or whatever it was because he was gambling.
Right. Then he wanted to play baseball.
But Kareem got there 10 times. And I know you don't win all that, but even getting there is an accomplishment, right? Got there 10 times. He was a 6-time champion. Mike was 6 for 6 in the finals, but, you know, where was he those other years? That's my question. 15 times All-NBA to Michael Jordan's 11 times. So All-NBA 15, All-NBA 11. All-Defensive team. Kareem was 11 times All-Defensive team. Jordan was 9.
But I mean, the
Jordan took some years off.
The way you put it though is Jordan's what was he, a small shooting guard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a shooting guard playing defense against a center playing defense. You think a center is probably going to be more of a defensive guy compared to your shooting guard. It's probably an offensive driven guard.
But look at Rudy Gobert. I mean, Rudy Gobert wins that award every single year over all the other centers, and like. So that's the same thing Kareem was doing, and he was still producing on the offensive side. So, like, it's not like he's a slouch. Like I'm
not saying he's a slouch, but he has a better chance of getting more defensive, all defensive MVPs or whatever defensive players than Jordan would be getting.
Okay. Kareem, to me, was the surest 2 points in NBA history. You can look at the field goal percentage. The hook shot was unstoppable. Yeah. Before he was doing that, he was still putting buckets on. Kareem was just a beast. Played at a time when centers were like centers. Like, obviously, he missed Shaq. He missed David. He missed some of those, like, Hall of Fame guys. But he still played against Wilt Chamberlain, albeit it was an old Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
He played against Moses Malone, Bill Walton, Artis Gilmore, West. These are all Hall of Fame guys. I look at Jordan and who he was, like, matched up against at shooting guard. Clyde Drexler was a stud. But then it drops off. Like, it was just him and – like, he played Reggie Miller, but if
you put it to, like,
Drazen Petrovic
guards, or is he playing the best player guard?
I mean, if we look at the highlights,
John Starks wasn't that bad.
One of his most prevalent highlights was against Mark Price in the Cleveland Cavaliers, and, like, it's a 6'2" or 4" white guy going, like.
But then, he was getting guarded by Magic. He was getting guarded by other players.
Magic had AIDS. By the time Jordan got to Magic, he wasn't even Magic anymore. Like,
well, for example, you put Jordan's teammates, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pippen, okay?
And one of the top 20 for sure, arguably top 10 of all time.
Now you're going to put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar teammates that help him out. Magic Johnson. He has James Worthy. He has AC Green. He has Byron Scott. He still has him, right? So the supporting cast is really high on Kareem to be what he was. Look, I think Jordan had Pippen as another scoring option, right?
Pippen was, yeah.
He was the next guy to make the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Rodman, he was a baller. He was good. He was the guy that did all the dirty work, right? Yeah. But he wasn't going to be, hey, I need you to make this shot. Rodman.
No, absolutely not.
So if you put it that way, to me, I feel like Jordan had a harder time to do it because everything was on him. And when Jordan left for those one day, or when Jordan left that 1 year when Pippen was on it, and they called on him, he checked out, and he saw it on that one game. He kind of was like, I'm not getting the ball. But it's like,
that's because they always served Jordan this like okay, they were still the 3 or 4 seed that year Jordan left, and Scottie Pippen was second in MVP voting that year.
Right.
So that's how good Scottie Pippen was.
He was good. I get that, but he wasn't better than Jordan.
No, he wasn't.
But those were the 2 players they had. You can name the list of how many players Kareem played with that gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Fair. I get it. That's fair.
So, that's just, but like you said, it's a different era, right?
And someone actually wrote us on Instagram saying, like, different eras, you can't compare them. Yes, we can.
Yes,
that is the beauty of sports.
Exactly.
We will debate
We can debate no matter what.
We will talk Johnny Unitas, Joe Montana, and Tom Brady in the same breath.
Exactly.
And we'll go through these guys, too. I love it.
Child, please.
Quote
by quote, Ocho Cinco.
Ocho Cinco from the league.
Yeah.
Throwing it back. So, yeah, that's just how I stand. I don't think you're wrong when you come. There's some people, like, I love Shaq. Shaq was dominant. But, like,
I think Shaq's a top 5 player.
I think he's top 10 for sure. But I don't think he's on that level of Kareem, LeBron, or Jordan. Like, there's some people who you say, yeah, this guy's the best ever. And I'm like, yeah. But some guys I'd be like, nah, like, just Paul Pierce, like, don't bring him in the conversation.
He's not even close.
You know what I mean? So,
he's good.
I accept some answers as truths.
Right.
Like, I think it's Kareem for me. You say Jordan, I'm like, I accept that.
Yeah. I think if I had to pick a top 5 of the best, but I know it's not the question, but I would say Jordan. I think I'm not in no order. Obviously, I think Jordan would be the first, right? But I think Shaq's up there. I think Kobe's up there. I think LeBron's up there. I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's up there. I think there's a lot of players that are up there.
And we'll save it for another day. I don't want to lose any followers, but I don't even think Kobe cracks my top 10. To me, he's at my 11 just because I've played with this for so long. But I don't want to dive too deep into it. But every year he was on Shaq's team. Who was the MVP of the finals? It was Shaq. Kobe was the Robin to his, and it might have been Batman and like Superman, but Shaq was Superman and he was Batman.
Right. But if you're going to put, so the Lakers going to give the guy the one ball to make the shot, who's going to get it?
Well, they kept Kobe. They sent Shaq away. So I agree, and we'll talk about that on a later podcast, a later day, because I have strong feelings of Kobe. He wouldn't have it any other way. R.I.P. Because there's this ESPN commercial back in the day where like people would continue to hate on. That's why he loved it.
He loved you.
Don't hate on me for feeling this way. R.I.P. I felt bad that day and everything, but yeah, he'd want this. All right,
yeah.
He loved it. Some quick hits. Jumping into some quick hits. Making sure I didn't miss anything. Quick hits. Lions fire Patricia and the GM. What kind of coach do you think's next?
I think honestly they should have kept Jim Caldwell, not hired Patricia. But anyways, because Caldwell took them to the playoffs, and it's the Lions. The Lions are the Lions, and this might sound crazy, but his time's up in Michigan. He lives in Michigan. He's already got that program in Michigan. His time's up. I think Jim Harbaugh could be the next coach for the Detroit Lions. It's an easy transition. He's already in Michigan. He's already over that area.
Can we get one of these in there? That's a hot take that I actually kind of like.
Maybe college wasn't for him.
He sucked at college.
And he did.
Oh, he's good at Stanford.
And he did good at Stanford. He did good for the 49ers. But when he went over there, Ohio State is the cream of the crop. You ain't beating Michigan's not beating Ohio State in a while. They just don't have the athletic ability and the talent. Sorry, Michigan. Life it sucks when the truth hurts.
Yeah, you got stupid helmets.
But I think Jim Harbaugh comes back and coaches for the Lions, and he's already in Michigan. I'm assuming he lives there. So that's who I think could be a next candidate for them. Okay, so
we didn't talk about it, so you took it as who's the next head coach.
Yeah.
But you also kind of tied it in with what I thought, how I was thinking. Harbaugh's going to I'm like, who's going to get fired next?
Yeah, he's done.
But so your idea, my idea was who's going to get fired next. That's kind of what I touched on. I like how you're like, Harbaugh's going to get fired at Michigan. So why not put him in as the next head coach? I like it up top.
Thanks.
Good for you.
Thanks.
Good for you. That wasn't even average. That was
beyond.
You can take a break the rest of the show.
Yeah,
Appreciate it, Jen.
Have my dog's in right now, but.
So any NFC coach, for me, who's next to get fired, any NFC East coach could arguably get the boot, and I'd be like, yeah, good for you. You suck.
Not McDermott. McDermott for the Bills is pretty good.
No, NFC East.
Oh, NFC East.
And actually, not the Washington coach, Rivera.
Yeah, I think,
He's good. He's safe.
That's what I said, too.
You can't fire a man when he's on cancel.
I said, actually, I have it on here. I said, you guys could have Mike McCarthy if you want to.
You could have Mike McCarthy. I think the Eagles coaches make a strong case, like, I don't want to be here, fire me.
Yeah.
But to me, the next coach to get the boot is the Jets head coach, Adam Gase.
That's almost as accurate as.
Here's the thing. You guys are going to get Trevor Lawrence in the upcoming draft. We always like to pair a new coach with the quarterback of their choice. So there you go.
Yep.
Dabo's
coming to New York. Dabo's coming to New York.
Some hot takes.
Just saying, you didn't hear it first here. That's all I'm saying.
You did hear it here first. All right, so that was our who's next. If the Ravens lose this week, are they a playoff contender? Guess what? The Ravens did lose this week. RG3 looked horrible. What do you think? Do you think they're a playoff?
I don't think so. I think they can easily lose 3 out of the 5 next games. And the AFC is stacked. They got the Cowboys next week, which the Cowboys are not a slouch. For some reason, the Cowboys play shitty for the low teams that they should be winning. And they play better against the teams that they need to play better against. So I wouldn't be surprised if Cowboys come out and win that game.
And maybe they have Lamar, maybe they don't have Lamar. Like RG3 looked bad.
Right, and then I think they have. I want to say they have the Browns coming up, and then let me see. Give me a second.
No worries. As you take your time.
All right. So they have the Browns after that, and then after that they have the Jaguars, and then they have the Giants. The Giants are no slouch. They have a good defense, but I think they could lose 3 out of the next 5 games.
Or maybe at best go 50-50.
Especially the Cowboys. The Ravens aren't getting Lamar Jackson against the Cowboys.
Yeah, he's out. And as of right now, they're not in the playoffs. So.
No. Because the AFC is tough.
They're in the hunt, yeah. I think they'll make the playoffs, but and when they make the playoffs, it's anyone's fight.
Who are you taking out?
The Dolphins. Like I still don't have faith. I get the schedule is easy, but I don't think they won last week if it wasn't for Fitzpatrick. I don't have faith in Tua, and I don't know how I don't know. I'm just telling you.
All right.
That's hot takes today. It's all hot takes today. But we see Lamar can't really throw the ball. He's a running quarterback, and he runs, and that's it. Once you can figure that out, you just will live with the results of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I don't think they're for real, but in the playoffs, who knows? Anyone? Once you're in,
you're in. Hot. Just get that team to be hot.
Running back at Buffalo University, Jaret Patterson goes off. He had 405 yards rushing, 11.6 yards average, and 8 touchdowns. Reminded me of Andre Smith out there, just killing it.
My take on that, someone fire the Kent State D coordinator ASAP. How do you not adjust your defense to stop this guy? But hey, congrats to Jaret, man. Balled out. Good job, man.
You know how you don't stop him? This wasn't his first game blown up like that, Jen. He had 301 yards the week before. So he has 700 yards in 2 weeks. Damn. He's out here looking like Tyreek Hill. Damn. Save him for later. And in week 1, he had 137. His only bad week, he had 73 yards rushing, but he still had 2 touchdowns.
Do you know who he played against?
He's playing some smaller colleges.
No, I'm saying, do you know who he played against?
Nah, I don't know what the college. Me either. But he still had 2 touchdowns. So, he still performed. That's a good fantasy
Adrian Peterson had 2 touchdowns for 20 yards.
His problem might be, though, he's had 0 catches on the year. So if I'm an NFL scout, I'm probably does this fool have hands?
And
he obviously can run.
Dude, this is a league of running backs need to learn how to catch.
Now, for sure. Only one that doesn't have to is Derrick Henry. We'll get to that later. Who is your top 4 teams of the NCAA? If the playoffs started, who are you going with?
I'm going to go Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame, Ohio State.
Ohio State would be your 4.
That'd be my 4.
Because I think everyone probably has the same 3.
Yeah.
And then Ohio State. Okay. Any reason?
Just because I know they're going to pick some school. They're going to pick a team from the Big Ten. So and they're the best team.
Okay.
Just because they're gonna win the championship.
Yeah, but why pick a team from the Big Ten?
Because that's just the way it is, and they're going to be undefeated. Sorry,
their undefeated is going to be 6-0 against one ranked team all year long.
That's usually how it happens.
I get it. My 4: Bama, Clemson, Notre Dame, same as you. But I throw Florida in there, and to me, it came down to A&M or Florida, because A&M already beat Florida, but A&M was at home, and it was a really good game. Florida crushed the number 8 Georgia. They beat them 44-28. The only other ranked team A&M played was Bama, and that turned out 52-24 for Bama. So we don't want to see that game again. We already saw it. Throw Florida in there and let's see what happens.
I like Ohio State because they got Justin Fields too. He's a baller. He's a good quarterback, and we'll see how he does. He's supposed to be projected top 5 pick. So it'd be nice to see him go up against a Bama defense to see how he really does.
Yeah, I guess if you want to set up the narrative for NFL, but to me, they don't even look that good, honestly, this year. That's the crazy part. Yeah. So I don't want to see them in the college playoff. Sorry, Oregon. How'd you already lose?
I know. Oregon State, dude. Gosh. What was that?
What was that?
I saw that, and I could not believe it, man.
If I had a tissue, I'd give it to you right now.
It's a sad day, dude.
You know what? I'm so sad. I'm just going to send it to commercial because I can't deal with this right now.
I appreciate that.
Enjoy the commercial. Thanks. But support the commercial.
In these unsafe times, we know protecting our loved ones is our top priority. Whether it be, your mom, wife, daughter, sister, friend, and even yourself. Damsel with Vanessa helps put those worries at ease. Shop products from stun guns to pepper spray, striking tools to other security on the go. Visit Damsel with Vanessa on Instagram or Facebook for all your safety needs.
Welcome back. We hope you like that commercial. We hope you support them.
Support them.
Because it's local for one. For two, because it's the wifey.
Yeah.
For three, because you saw that they got a bun in the oven. Go support.
Yeah, man.
He got to put them through college. He got 3 of them now.
Yeah, dude. Come
on, guys.
Help a brother out. Help a brother out.
All right. We're back from commercial. We're going to talk fantasy. You ready to talk some fantasy?
Yeah.
You sure?
Not really.
All right. Well, I mean, obviously, a week passed since you beat me, and everything changes. How'd you do this week?
I put up good numbers. Just my RBs did not produce for me. I don't know what happened. I feed them. I give them bedtime stories.
You still did that.
I still did that.
So you're not blaming yourself.
No, I'm never blaming myself.
You're blaming the talent.
Yeah, I'm blaming my talent. It's not the coach's fault. It's
the
player's fault.
What'd you feed him? You said you fed him.
Well, I fed him some Fruity Pebbles in the morning.
That's the problem. They can't survive off Fruity Pebbles.
Hold on, I wasn't done.
Okay, sorry.
I got, I ordered some Rusty's pizza for lunch.
They're not healthy.
It doesn't matter, dude.
That's why.
That's how I ate when I was in football, and I freaking survived it.
But you're average.
Gosh.
These guys are trying to be above average
I know.
you.
I ordered 2 extra large pizzas for them.
Filet mignon steak is what you should have got them.
But no, my running backs didn't produce. Zeke got me 2 points. Dalvin Cook got me 10 points, which was pathetic. And if those guys would have at least got me what I needed, I would beat Bobby's sorry-ass team.
Oh, you lost to Bobby. That sucks for me because I'm in a battle with him. So thanks, Shan.
Yeah, no, I did
beat me, and you lost to Bobby.
Sorry.
What the heck? Anything
how was your team?
Man, threat level midnight. They came out to play. 200-point club.
I give the credit for the man.
200 points. We're in a 12-man league. Standard scoring, but we do have PPR, so all the other scoring is normal. I don't think 200's ever happened in a 12-man league.
It's hard. It's very hard to do.
I had the right guys. So I wanted to give a shout-out to Derrick Henry. Thank you, Derrick Henry. To Robinson, to Metcalf. I feel like I'm forgetting one player who I had on my team.
I think it was I don't know, some guy that maybe, he plays for the Chiefs.
That's who it was. Tyreek Hill. Oh, insane. My gosh.
If someone put a guy on him.
It was 50-something points fantasy. It was
He broke the record. Did he break Lockett's?
They said it was the second highest scoring total of all time.
Okay.
I think it was Jerry Rice who had the highest scoring total.
Oh, really?
So, oh my gosh, so happy. 200-point club. I'm alone in this club. I feel like the Miami Dolphins, just celebrating all by myself. Gonna go have a dinner, drink some champagne. It's pretty cool, no lie.
No, man, I give you your mad props. I said it was a great week for you, and yeah, let's move on. So,
but moving on, I get it. I don't want to move on just yet because what comes next is bad. But here, I feel glorious. I feel great. Go ahead and move on whenever you're ready. Suicide pool.
Yeah, let's talk about the suicide pool. So 5 people out today, guys.
F you, Arizona. F you. You had one job. One job.
Nobody trusts the Rams anymore. I pick the Rams, I lose. My wife picks.
You didn't.
No, she didn't pick that. But yeah, fuck the Rams. I mean, sorry.
Ha!
Sorry. Don't trust them. All right.
Don't trust.
That's all I gotta say.
Oh my gosh.
They had the last bullets in there, and he got eliminated because he picked the Rams. But 5 people out, 7 people left. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all goes. A lot of people probably going to pick the Raiders this week because they played the Jets. But I think that is a trap game. You heard it first. Trap game.
No, we're not going to let you just walk away with saying the F-bomb on YouTube TV. I would say national TV.
Dude.
No, you know what? If you sign Jan up to be the best man at your wedding and he speaks can you trust him these days? This is, my son watches this show.
I'm sorry, man. It kind of made me mad, dude.
You kind of made me mad.
I'm sorry. Please accept my apology, world.
But yeah, Shagoyas are still running that suicide pool. I'm rooting for the Shagoyas. Go ahead after you win $600+ buy yourself a PS5, send a donation down to the average dudes.
Buy some more hair product, Levi. Oh, wait, what? What happened?
Levi, don't listen
What happened to
donate to a good cause. The average
man.
dudes. Yeah, we're getting those shirt. Money's going in here. Money's gonna start improving.
You're gonna start seeing different things.
You're gonna start seeing it, all right, as it comes in. So, Shigoyas, look it up when you win this thing. I'm pulling for you now. Week 12 picks. It was Tad community. It was Jan. It was against Kyle. We didn't include the Baltimore pick game because
we all would pick Pittsburgh. So,
and it just kept getting pushed back.
Yeah, that's forfeit the game.
That's stupid.
Just forfeit the game.
But Tad last week was 7 games wins, 7 games losses. This week they were like, Jan, you were making so much fun of me. They stepped up. They had 12 wins this week. Oh my gosh.
Are you keeping track of like overall?
Yeah, I'm keeping track of overall. It's on the YouTube. Check it out.
Yeah.
So the overall will be over there. But Tad this week got 12. Oh no, not overall combined. What I did was like.
But we could do that at the end.
What I did was like Kyle won week 1, Tad won week 2.
Cool.
As Jan has 0 weeks 1.
Can I get second place twice? Can I get a silver medal?
Yeah, you're averaging. We're all averaging the same. I guess
that's my thing, you guys. You guys don't understand.
I
don't want to be the best, but I'm not the worst. I'm that guy that when people walk by, they're like, he wasn't that bad, and I'm good with that.
Be like, he's not bad looking.
They
see another guy, they're like, damn. They see Jan, he's like, okay,
he's short.
He passes.
It's not that bad.
Yeah. So Tad got 12. Jan got 9 right. I wanted you guys to catch up, so I just picked 8 right this week. Now, honestly, though, the home games were only 5 home teams won this week.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
My usual logic thrown out the window. Don't ding at me. See, people always trying to blow me up.
No, dude. We're trying to do something here. We're trying to make our lives better.
I'm that guy that were like, damn. We both on the Average Dudes podcast. Let's be real. Week 13 picks, we could jump right in. And they probably get a lot of information. That's probably why they're picking right now, because they're listening
to us.
They're like, okay, I'm gonna pick that one. This is such great advice. I don't know why they're going against what they said.
I agree.
Let's jump in. Saints versus Falcons. Who you got?
I'm gonna go. I see you have them, and I'm thinking the same thing.
Well,
but I'm gonna go Saints.
Oh, Saints, the away team. You're going with Saints, and they have no quarterback. See, I think the quarterback thing finally catches up to them. Divisional game. I'll go home team Falcons.
Okay.
So we already got a difference. Browns versus Titans.
Titans at home.
Same thing. Lions versus Bears.
Gosh, the Bears are horrible. But I think the Bears defense stops the Lions, so I'm going to go Bears.
Okay, I go Lions. So we got a couple different now. Tad, tell us who's right. Bengals versus Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Finally, I picked the Dolphins.
Smart man. They're going to the playoffs.
Hey, if I keep picking them every week, I haven't looked at their schedule. Jags versus Vikings.
Vikings.
Yep. And Margarita's on a roll. She's loving it.
Except when they played what was that team they just got beat by?
Hot dog, they sure did.
Them boys.
That was wild. That was 2 games back.
I'm all about to pass.
Right? Your screen turned off just so you know for future references. Colts versus Texans.
Colts,
same. Especially with Will Fuller being out now. Oh my gosh, dude.
I'm happy though because I got Brandon Cooks.
Justin Smith in our chat said it best. He was like, finally, Will Fuller doesn't get hurt, and he still is out there the rest of the year. Like, dang it, Will Fuller. Why can't you just do good? Raiders versus Jets. You going to stick by it? You've been talking about
Jets. I'm going with the Jets.
Upset of the week.
This is going to get their first win.
I'll go with the Raiders. I'm going with Anna Margarita here. I'm going with the Shigoya family here. I'm going with the Raiders. Giants versus Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yep, you're right. Seahawks. Rams versus Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Ooh, difference of opinion. I'm going with the Rams. They're sharing their home stadium now. It ain't even real. Patriots versus Chargers.
Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'm going to go Chargers because my boy Herbert's out there.
I like how much difference we have this week. I'm going Patriots.
Okay.
So it's either going to be me, him, or you guys, Tad. You guys
probably not Tad, though.
Probably not. You guys ain't going to get it twice.
Yeah, you guys think
you got too many Mike Smiths and Billies out there to mess you up.
You guys think you cool, but we see you.
You ain't nothing unless you ordered a shirt. Then you're everything. Eagles versus Packers.
I'm going to go with the Packers.
The Pack show. Let's go. Broncos versus Chiefs.
Chiefs. Is that even a question?
Come on. Yeah, you guys.
Next one.
If anyone, it should be 100% on that one. Washington versus Steelers.
Let me think. Steelers.
Hey, but eventually maybe they're going to lose.
Maybe.
But yeah, I'm going Steelers too. Bills versus 49ers. 49ers starting to get healthy.
Bills.
Yeah, I'm still going Bills.
Oh, wait.
Oh!
I might change it because I think Josh Allen might not play. Yeah, I think he has a bum ankle.
Ooh.
But I'm going with the Bills.
Still going Bills. Cowboys versus I'm going Bills also. Cowboys, Ravens.
Cowboys. I don't ever bet against my team.
That's my upset of the week. Only because they're underdogs. They're not underdogs in our heart. And that does it for our Week 13 picks. Look for it on Instagram because you'll be able to lock in and have your voice heard.
There you go.
And bring it in the community.
We're going to send it off to the next commercial, our next sponsor. Check it out. Support.
For the month of November, Color Street by Kelly Sneed is running a raffle. Any online purchases of buy 3, get 1 free. She will add a gift of the Color Street bag. Your name will be added to the wheel, and at the end of the month, she will spin the wheel. The name the wheel lands on wins the bag. Lots of goodies. She will go live, so if you'd like to follow her on her Facebook VIP page, here it is. That's Polished by Kelly. Fill the bag for every buy 3, get 1 order.
All right, welcome back, everyone. This is a new segment we just put on. We're basically going to say, are you smarter than the average dude? It's a little trivia game for the call-in people, and we got here Robert Woolitz, aka my dad. And thanks for the support and calling in. And let's see if you're smarter than the average dude, which would be Kyle.
Today it's me, yeah. Good luck, Unc.
So you got 30 seconds to answer these questions. And then once the 30 seconds is up, Kyle's going to answer the questions, and whoever gets more wins the game. So
30 seconds each?
No, 30 seconds for it. I'm going to read it for you, and you're going to give me the answer to the question.
All right.
Next answer. If you say skip, then skip will go back. It's like Family Feud,
Okay.
but not. It's average dudes.
It's like the average dudes.
Yeah.
Dude's food.
All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
I'm going to read the first question. I'm going to start the timer. Where did 2017 first-round draft pick Myles Garrett play in college?
Pass. Told you no college questions.
Who
Garrett.
had the first pick in the 2018 NFL draft?
Yeah, I knew you were going to answer these kind of questions. Pass.
What college did NFL quarterback Jay Cutler attend? Guess.
Cutler. I have no clue. USC.
Which team won 3 Super Bowls in the 90s?
3 Super Bowls in the 90s, Dallas Cowboys.
Which team features a helmet logo on only one side of their helmet?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Nice.
You got 2?
You got 2.
You got 2.
Well, no, you're not supposed to listen.
I wasn't supposed to be listening.
Yeah, he got. So there's his answers. Okay, so you heard him. All
I
right.
heard him.
So now I'm gonna read Kyle that questions.
Same questions?
Same questions.
My bad. See, I got the advantage already.
All right.
Yeah, you're right.
So give me
They're
20
easy,
seconds.
though.
Okay, he got 20 seconds. First one, where did 2017 first-round draft pick Myles Garrett play in college?
Texas A&M.
Who was the first pick in the 2018, or who had the first pick in 2018 NFL draft?
I don't know. The Browns, they always suck.
What college did the NFL quarterback Jay Cutler attend?
Oh, Jay Cutler. Pass. Dang, I only got 1 maybe.
So you got 2.
I did get 2. Oh, thank goodness. It was
So
the
you
Browns.
got it was the Browns, and then it was Texas A&M.
I would have got the Steelers because I knew it was the Steelers.
So we could do a tiebreaker on one question.
Ooh.
I'm going to pick a random question since you guys didn't get it. If you get this question right, or at least in the same division where this team is, you'll win the game. What college did NFL quarterback Jay Cutler attend? Dad.
I have no idea. Georgia.
Okay.
Nah, it's not Georgia. I feel like I got the color scheme. Like it's like I don't even know if I'm wrong too. Vanderbilt? Maybe?
Correct!
Hey! You have to
Vanderbilt
shave
is the
your
correct
beard.
answer.
And I told you no college questions.
They
Well,
were
the
all
questions
college.
are the questions, man.
The questions are the questions, man.
You know? So Kyle's the winner of the first one. The first ever trivia. You're not smarter than the average dude. And so is there anything else you would like to say about the show or anything like that?
Don't bet on the Rams ever, ever, ever.
He said, "Don't bring up the Rams," and he brought it up. I love it.
Exactly.
Hey, thank you, Uncle Robert. We appreciate having you. We love you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, we'll see.
Go.
So we're gonna jump into our local sports. I got a couple things that I would like to share. All Out Flag football is starting back up. I'm coaching that, and Kyle's son Emmett is going to be his first time playing, so he's ready.
Right now, they got their little combine going on, and my nephew's over there. If I wasn't so committed to you, the community, I'd be out there supporting my nephew.
But man, this is the stuff we do for you guys. This is the stuff we do for you guys.
Giving up our lives.
So our kids are going to be on the team, and maybe we'll put a little record sometimes, and maybe we'll put it on our podcast. You guys can watch to see how they do.
Do you know what team we're going to be yet?
So the team that we picked first was the Chiefs.
Do we get them, or are we the Chiefs?
We'll find out.
My son just got red cleats. That's why I'm asking.
I'll find out next week.
All right, don't be mad.
I'm the coach, so we'll find out.
Don't be mad when we're like the Cowboys and my son has red cleats.
No, we'll be the Cowboys. We're the Cowboys last time. So.
Fair. All right.
We should be the Chiefs, hopefully. Did you want to say how Emmett's doing? Is he getting excited?
He's starting to get pumped up. Not a big football fan, but every day now he's like, "Dad, can we play catch?" And yesterday I had so much work. I had 2 meetings after work, which is why we didn't record on Tuesday. And so like I was I was like, "Hey man, tomorrow." And then I forgot we had this going on. So right now, right before, say, "Hey Dad, you want to play catch?" I'm like, "Oh man, I'm about to go record tomorrow." So for sure, like I'm so excited that he's pumped up about it.
It's not your fault it gets dark at 5:30.
Oh man, it's super early.
It sucks. And yeah, Cameron's totally stoked. We have another kid that we know, Paul Gonzalez. His kid Nolan's gonna be on our team. So kind of a little family friend team.
It's better not be a scrub.
It's gonna be fun. Nah, he's all right. We'll see. We'll see how he is.
All right.
I saw some videos of him. He looks pretty solid. Also,
99% of the battles pulling them flags. Little ones.
Yes, that's
learn
the
to pull them flags.
That's the truth. And then also they've suspended all sports for Kern High School District. Man, that sucks. I feel bad for the guys. Hopefully we can get this COVID thing under control, and then we can start with our normal day, everyday life.
23-19, 23-19. Hopefully we can. So we brought you guys. We kind of got rid of the sports bets. We got burned a few times by J Money, if you know what I mean. But he still supports the show.
Exactly.
So we still love him. He was just, we're all busy people. He's got kids of his own. He's trying to be in their life. Everyone's busy. We understand completely. So we're not worried about it. But because sports bets are gone, we kind of want to bring in different things like, are you smarter than an average dude? We also have this little segment I hope you enjoy called Whining About Sports. Mina, take it away.
Have you guys ever noticed that Andy Reid looks like the Lorax?
All right, so whining about sports, just a little quick version of nothing there.
Nice. Let's throw all the love out to everybody. I like it.
So I think that one's gonna be good.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what she's talking about. She watches for different reasons.
Yeah, she said got mad about the Gallup thing. So we really don't take her sports things credibility, but hey,
yes,
it's always nice to hear someone whine about it.
Yeah, and I think we were even talking about it before I left. She's like, "Ooh, next week I'll pick who's the cutest football player." I'm like,
"Oh yeah."
That's what she wants to talk about. Those are her subjects.
Hey, I'm all for it. Let's hear it.
So yeah, I hope you enjoy this next third commercial. Keep supporting your local. Love us because they love us.
With the holidays right around the corner, look no further than Minnows Company for your bath salt and candles. Her bath salts range from her Christmas scented peppermint to her cold and stuffy nose specialty, eucalyptus. Grab one of her many holiday scented candles: cypress and bayberry, blue spruce, mistletoe, cranberry apple marmalade, pomegranate bitters, and my favorite, strudel and spice. Head over to Minnows Company on Instagram.
All right, we're back. Thank you for the commercial, the support. Support the local businesses. That's what we want you guys to do. We support them. And let me tell you, her candles are legit.
Oh, no
I got
lie.
a few of them.
No lie there.
And so now we're going to jump into the Bobby of the Day. Bobby of the Day. Bobby of the Day. Bobby of the Day.
You got to pick the last winner, so I was pretty happy that this week I got to pick the winner.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, man, I don't want to get...
You might get crucified for this.
Yeah, I don't want to get thrown under the fire for
but
this.
we were just talking about it, and I think you have a valid point.
Please listen to the reasoning before you go ape on me, okay? Vanderbilt football. You are my Bobby of the week, all right? You're my Bobby of the week. they're in on it. They're like, yes, they're the Bobby of the week.
They agree.
Russell Wilson didn't agree, but they're happy because they trotted out a girl for the first like power conference to play college football. I do not care that it's a girl.
Did she make a tackle?
Okay, so that's my point exactly. I don't care that she's a girl. I care that it was 1,000% a publicity stunt.
Mm-hmm.
She goes out there, so it's the second half now. So she didn't kick the opening kickoff. She didn't kick a PAT or a field goal. She kicks off to open the second half, kicks it like 20 yards down the field, immediately runs to the sideline right after the kick. That's not football. Like, all that is publicity.
Yeah, that's true.
So for me, it's not like, oh, congratulations, way to move the sport along. For me, that'd be like the same thing as if like UCLA was like, hey, Emmett, do you want to come kick this football? And it's the first time we've ever had a 6-year-old play football on the power conference.
And then run as fast as you can to the sideline.
Yeah, it's not an accomplishment. If you can play football, play football. We had a girl at East High, Gabby, and she got in there. She hit people. She was happy to get hit.
Mm-hmm.
She was a football player.
Yeah, she was a football player.
This girl, like Gabby could have went and kicked the football like this.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I could have went and kicked the football.
Yeah, so it's just a publicity stunt. It ain't real. I'm all for it if it was real, but Vandy, you should be ashamed for just trying to like push something.
Yeah. At first, when he told me, I saw it, I was like, oh man, I had a feeling this was what it was going to be. And I was real iffy about it. But then after he kind of told me the things, I was like, yeah, you're probably right, man. It's exactly what it was.
And so that was my only beef with it. I don't have a beef that it's a girl football player
If she would have went out, he kicked it, and then ran down the field in the middle of the field, and, even if no one touched her, she still ran. She finished the play.
And if the kick would have went more than 20 years. Like,
whatever.
Everything about it was bad.
The kick goes 30 yards, whatever. But if she would have finished the play, like ran towards the ball to try to make a tackle, then it's like, oh, okay, you got in there.
Someone pops you.
Not
they don't have
you
to
just
kill
kick
you.
it and you take a straight jet to the sideline.
It was so bad. And you're going to see it on the YouTube. But and me and Kevin actually had a debate about it the other night. And he got so overwhelmingly mad that I was like, it was dumb. Like, she's the Bobby of the week. He's like, what? No, good for her. I'm like, she didn't do anything. Like, let Emmett do that, and it'll be the first time someone did something like that too.
Let a dog do it.
Yeah, let someone with no arms do it. It's the first time someone with no arms, it's not.
Yeah.
She didn't play football yet.
I get you. I mean, it's cool that she did it, but at least try to make a tackle or try to do something other than just take off running.
Yeah, so Vanderbilt, that's on you, though. That's not on her. I don't have beef with her. I have beef with you. So Bobby of the day goes to Vanderbilt football. SOL, Will, we didn't have anything new this week, but we did I had to do the punishment from last week.
Yeah, and you will see it, and it is quite amazing.
Oh, man.
And the pool was at least, I want to say 40, maybe 49 to 50 degrees. So
it felt like under 50.
Yeah, sure. I could tell you exactly what was the temperature.
When I jumped in, it felt like glass. And immediately just needed to come up. It was all bad. And then coming out, my body wasn't reacting the right way. It was kind of fun, but I'm not going to go do it again for fun. It was a good SOL.
I could tell you, but I can't. So
see, this ain't an average dude. Look I got a phone that tells me the temperature of my pool. Oh my gosh! First you have a pool, and then your phone tells you the temperature of it. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm over here just amazed by him right now.
Yeah, I thought I could, but I can't. My app's not working. Sorry.
Whew. He could bring a third kingdom in this world. Not me. I need to send one back. Just kidding.
Kyle, I think he did it. He jumped up in there, and honestly, I was impressed. I wouldn't want to do it, but he came through with his bet because he lost to me in fantasy, and that's just what happens when you bet me in fantasy. And
we must warn you: avert your children's eyes because there's a lot of love going on here, right? And your kids might be like, "Oh, mom, help!" Right. So just cover their eyes, as the video streams, and enjoy the laughter. Have fun with it. We had fun with it. I didn't have fun in the moment, but afterwards I got to laugh.
Yeah,
that's why I brought all warm clothes for afterwards.
So this is what happens when you bet against the fantasy legend.
You ready?
Yep.
I'm not. Oh. Ooh, my heart's gonna stop. You gonna dive in to save me?
No. I told you I'm not.
Whoa, it's colder than I thought.
Good job, dude.
Yeah.
Way to go through with your bet.
Oh my gosh, my legs are numb. I got a cramp in my left leg right now.
Well, I think that's it, right?
I think that's it.
That's the end. The end.
You
of the
made
show.
it to the end of the journey. We're in December. We're
Yeah.
almost at Christmas, and
We
we ain't
are.
stopping. We're just gonna keep chugging
There you
along
go.
for y'all. For y'all,
This
we
is
have
what
fun
do.
doing it.
This is what we do for you guys.
So, end of episode. What was it? 5,
5,
right?
yeah.
Kevin Garnett, Joe
There you
DiMaggio.
go.
We're 5 deep now.
We're going out there. We're getting out there, dude.
Hey, happy to give it to you guys. You guys are important to us.
We love you all.
You ready?
Yep.
We're average Jews!